Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing an 11 by 8.5 layout, and I'm going to use a few die cuts, and I'm also going to add in frazzle and ribbons from Color Rush Studios, which these ones here I ordered outside of a kit. They're available on the website, and they're a black and white pack. And I had a few other little black and white ones that I also received. So you can see the ribbons there off to the right hand side. I wasn't really sure how I was going to do the layout at first, and then when I decided to add in the ribbons, that was when I decided that I was going to really like this layout after all. So I kind of went in with an idea, but I wasn't really sure how it was going to turn out. And here I'm just creating my background. I did a little bit of Distress Oxide on the paper, and the paper rose paper, this paper here, is kind of like a slick material. It's not the typical paper that you receive. It comes from Australia, I believe. So it's kind of a slick surface. So it's a little bit different to work with, and Distress Oxides look different on it. But in the end, most of that gets covered up anyways. But I really like the way that it looks. In the end, it kind of just blends in the background, and it goes well with the trees. So here I'm just matting my photos, and I kind of kept it in the green and tan family of colors and added in the black and white frazzles. So here I'm going to group the photos together, and these are smaller 2x3 photos. And the reason they're printed so small is because they were actually given to me by my sister, and they were taken with an older cell phone. And this is 2007 where one of these pictures were taken. So it definitely was an older camera that took these photos. So they're not the best quality, but I wanted to go ahead and get them in my son's album since he's about 9 in these photos, and his older brother is 13, and there's not very many photos of them together. He's not my son, he's my son's biological brother. But anyways, I just wanted to get them documented. So if you print them out a little bit smaller, they come out a little bit better than if you try to blow them up. It messes up the pixels when you blow up a photo. So if you make them smaller, it keeps them together and they actually look kind of normal. So that's why they're smaller instead of larger. But for design purposes, they worked well on my layout, and I was able to get 3 on the layout. So this piece here is a chipboard piece from 49 and Market, and I added in a couple of chipboard pieces and ephemera pieces from 49 and Market, and that was because the colors matched. The trees I die cut, and then for the background part of the larger trees, I just trimmed out a piece of paper to mat behind it so that the photo or the tree wasn't empty. And I could have did it green, but I didn't really want it to be a full green tree. So I did a lighter green paper from the 49 Market. It was just a scrap paper I had. And you can see here I have the letters already die cut out, and I'm just inking up the edges of something. Oh, the little tag. And I'll add that tag over to the left hand side, part of my title. And then the string that you're going to see me put in is actually the string that comes off the edges of the frazzles. So you can see here, I was like, well, if I place these behind it, it kind of gives it a unique look over here on the side and makes it, something different and adds a different texture to the layout. And in the end, I really like it. So I'll probably be doing this again. And this month we were over in Color Rush Studios as a design team member. We were using frazzles and ribbons in a unique, different way. I really like them either laid out flat on the layout and laid out in strips so you can actually see them. But I really like the photos placed on top of them. It gives it a nice, unique look. And something different. It's not just pattern paper behind it. It's a different texture. So here I'm just adding it down, and I'll add my trees down here in a minute. I had to move it over a little bit. I had placed it down in the wrong spot. It was hanging off the layout, and I didn't want to cut that chipboard piece. These little tiny alphas are stamps that have been in my stash for forever. As you can see, I have two of them because I've actually lost letters um, in each little alpha set. So having two of them is just a little bit better because after a while they don't like to stick to the background paper anymore. But they're like the perfect size to fit on labels or any kind of like little tab. So I really like to just keep them around in my stash. You used to be able to find them online. I believe they're by Bo Bunny, but I haven't seen them for a while. But scrapbook.com has a smaller set, kind of like this one, and it's available now. So here I put the 3 trees down, and then I'm going to come in and put the 2 skinny trees, and I'm going to add a little butterfly up there by the date or the year. And then over here, I'm going to add a little mushroom. And I was just trying to get like little, outdoorsy type things, I guess, on the layout. And the photos were just taken by my little sister who took the photos. And there was no rhyme or reason for the photos. She just was taking photos just for fun. So here I'm going to start laying out my title. Sorry, was interrupted. Anyways, I'm just going to lay out the title, and it's going to be Brothers Just Hanging Out. So Brothers Hanging Out was done with the die cut letters. Just, I'm going to put down with stamps, and then you'll see in the close-ups, I actually end up adding green letters from Pink Fresh that say Just instead. And I'll add in another piece of paper to cover up where I stamped Just. And the only reason I did that is because Just was really small and it just looked off and it needed a little bit more green. So I added green letters at the bottom, and I'll also add enamel dots, and I'm going to add their name with stamps over on the little tag. So it'll say Joey and Maya, which my son's nickname was Maya. So that's the reason it says that. And it also fits. Jeremiah wouldn't have fit. It was a little too long. So I think I'm going to come in and add Just here, and then I'll add, like I said, their names at the top. And I don't believe I do the enamel dots or the green letters online, but you'll see them in the close-up photos. And I think that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's layout, and I should have 2 more layouts actually. Tomorrow is going to be the wedding kit layout, and on Sunday I should have a cute little Easter layout to share. 1 more for the month, and I think I'll be done with Easter for April. And then into April, I'm going to add in 2 more kits that I plan on using throughout the month, kind of how I was doing with the wedding kit and the train kit. And I will continue to use the train kit and the wedding kit. I still have a few more layouts to do with those. Hope you guys are enjoying my layouts, and see you in the next video. Bye!